So I know it's 5 p.m., almost 5 p.m. over there already, so we're going to make this short but sweet. My name is Sik. I'm the account planner. Here's Christian, our copywriter. And at the end, we have our beautiful art directors. And here we go. So for Julius Meinl, as we all know, Julius Meinl is the ambassador of Viennese coffee house culture. And to own and celebrate creativity, and to celebrate World Poetry Day 2018, Julius Meinl is going to invite people to write for a cup of coffee. However, we have a huge problem in our hand. People today just simply do not write. A study showed that 10% of people ages 16 to 22 don't even own a pen, while 25% of men wouldn't even pick up a pen out of school, college, or work for a couple of months. That's crazy. And writing has become so rare that people today develop phobias for it. So what is the fear of writing with pen and paper? Why do people get scared? Some say it's the lack of talent, some fear the judgment, and some even ask the questions, who am I to write? And how should I start? However, when it comes to writing online, it is a completely different story. There are about 500 million new tweets being tweeted every day, and about 8.95 Instagram posts being shared. And these Instagram posts are provides us with captions as another space to express ourselves, just through photos, but we're not taking advantage of that space because most of the people today are just copying other people's words, songs, and writings. They especially love to copy and paste famous quotes online. And the saddest part about all this is that today there are even apps out there that write and suggest captions for people.
So that brings us to our target, known as basic bitches. You might not be familiar with the term, but it's a common colloquial term here in the States, and it really represents people that have a hard time expressing themselves. They follow the trends. Urban Dictionary describes it, people who lack the confidence needed to express themselves. A little thing here to note, Miami is full of this type of person. So our observation, people appreciate well-written words, but they lack the confidence to write it themselves. Our insight is people need to be given the right dose of confidence to experiment with their writing. So our strategy is Julius Meinl knows you can write, which leads us to our big idea. I wrote it myself. So a quick timeline here. We'll start off with several activations. As we move into World Poetry Day, we'll have a social media and in-store activation as well.
So starting with our first execution, we're going to have the 7 Wonders of Miami. So in different places of Miami like Wynwood, Bal Harbour, Key Biscayne Lighthouse, Oleta Park, South Point Park, Vizcaya Museum and Gardens. We're going to have this antique frame and an antique chair where people can get inspired in these places and write different things on the chair. And Centinela del Rio. For our second execution, we're going to have famous quotes, and we're going to have quotes from last year disguised as famous quotes. So we're going to have these pictures like with a antique treatment. So people think that it's going to be like a famous person or a celebrity who wrote it, but not. It's like an everyday person. So just to reinforce the fact that everyday people can also write good stuff. Then on social media, we're going to have first a video that is going to explain how the execution is going to work. So that's the video. It doesn't have sound. So the idea is for people to go to these places, take a picture, and post it on Instagram, writing a caption on their own words, and then put the hashtag I wrote it myself, and then they will receive like a coupon for a free coffee and the opportunity to be part of Jay Cooper's next song. Then we're going to have the same campaign that we have on several places of Miami. We're going to have it on social media, showing everyday people quotes. And then we're going to have different tips and motivational quotes to get people to write, to give them like the strength that they need or that extra motivation for them to write. So we have several of them. And then like the activation, as I explained before, the person is going to post a picture and then is going to write a caption on their own words with the hashtag I wrote it myself. Then they will receive a free coupon through a DM for a free coffee and for the chance to participate on Julius Meinl on Jay Cooper's next song.
So everything that Rosanna just explained is going to happen before the 21st of March 21st. So then on the poetry day, we're gonna have on the streets near from the coffee shops that already are selling Julius Mine. There are a lot in Miami Beach, so there are a lot of people walking around them. We're gonna have this kind of graffiti on the ground. So the first thing they're going to see is free coffee. So that's an interesting thing for everyone. And then they're going to see a quote from someone, but this quote is going to be from a regular people as the other executions, and then pay with a poem. And then when they stand on the front of the coffee shop, they're going to read Julius Mann, if you can think, you can write, pay with a poem. All this to make people to follow up and to go to the coffee shops that are already selling Julius Mann, and we already saw that and not a lot of people are aware of that. So when they enter to the coffee shop, they're going to see this coffee shop all with all the poems and post-its from last year, and also the ones that are going to be happening on that day. And it's going to be full, the walls and hanging from the floor, and they are going to have the opportunity to read these words and understand and be inspired about that they can write too. They can be, they have this quality. They don't have to be like a famous writer or whatever to do that. That's the final goal. So in the poster, they're going to have a call to action that is going to say, channel your inner writer for World Poetry Day, express yourself with words and no need to pay. And then you will receive a free coffee and a special one-time chance for your words to become lyrics in JP Cooper next song and dance. Also, on the same day, on the 21st, we want to have pop-ups at store activation. This is to get people, Miami people to be more aware of the brand. And we want to play a little bit with technology, like fake technology. We're gonna have this coffee ATM where people are going to have the opportunity to take a pen and the sheet and write down the poem, then choose the coffee, and then when they think is going to be like a machine, a vendor machine, is going to be a person that is going to put the coffee on the little window that you see over there. Also on the side, we want to make people to understand what is Viennese coffee culture all about, and all these special things that you have in Vienna that the brand has, and in Miami you don't get to get in touch with that a lot. So we want to make this little space that looks a lot like the coffee culture that Julius Mann is all about, and make people get inspired and sit down and enjoy the coffee and write down the poem. This is going to happen in places like Wingwood that is all about art, and also places like Brickell that has a lot of walking people, and they are like all about working and square people, and just to take them out of their routine and make them inspired. Or when at the end, when they already wrote the poem, they're going to post it on the site, so people can also, when they get there, they can get inspired of the words from another regular people that are not writers or like songwriters or whatever. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.